slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. No boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't when swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Mariota to throw it. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On play action, Mariota rolling to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dragged on the side. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars out first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Lawrence. Jones has it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Again, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
That's complete to Pierce. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Alec Pierce. If you want to talk about underrated athletes from the 2022 draft, you must include his name. Excellent size, runs a 4.40 and can jump out of the building. You want to add some toughness in there? He played linebacker for a while at the University of Cincinnati. He fits what Indianapolis is looking for to a T.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correct,
touchdown, Jaguars! Marvin Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second, there is a flag. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Gets by him at the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pass.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Dances by him, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kenny Moore. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The 2nd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Dayo Dangbo there to make the play defensively. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Looking downfield for Jones, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now he dumps this off over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? Oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 65 yards. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man, it's Pierce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. To throw is Mariota. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mariota again. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville.